Guys, Lyman here with an improvised self-defense tool maybe you haven't thought about, and that's a flashlight. Daytime, nighttime, I'm always carrying a flashlight on my person because it has great value potentially if I get into some kind of altercation. So I'm going to break down some of the components of a common light. I like a smaller light that I can fit into my hand easily, and also it's easily concealable. I can drop that into a pocket, I can go watch a movie, I can go anywhere I want to go. Another great thing about flashlights as a self-defense tool potentially is that they're not a restricted item. So I can generally take a flashlight through some kind of a security checkpoint. If you think court, if you think maybe an airplane, something like that, generally you can take a flashlight on. One of the things that may affect your ability to go through security is going to be whether the light is beveled. And a bevel would indicate that on the end where the light comes out, the beam comes out, many of the flashlights are going to have a very pointy, sharp end. While this can be excellent as a self-defense tool, this could also be a reason that some kind of a security person would balk at you retaining that item, and they may take it from you. So I prefer lights that the bevel can either be on or I can actually take it off. And then I have a non-beveled surface. Typically a light like this I'm going to be able to take into even secure environments. With the bevel on, I can carry that if I'm just out in public every day, and that's a good striking implement. Some of the other factors of the flashlight, a clip is not bad. I can clip this through a belt on my hip. I could clip this into an inner pocket. It's easily concealable, it's there, and I can easily retain it if I had to in some kind of a confrontation. Another good factor on the lights is your button that will turn the light on or off. You can either have a button that you turn the light on and you get continuous light, or you can have a button where the light only comes on when I press, okay? Whichever one you prefer is fine. Something to remember is that if I'm using the light in a self-defense scenario, I definitely want to control that light. Let's say it's dark outside, I use the light, I flash it, I want to be able to move and have it be dark again. So I'll use the light, the beam of the light, as a self-defense tool. We're going to show you more of that in this next segment. But those are the general components. I want it small enough I can easily carry it. If you have some big light, for one, they might look at it as a striking implement. And number two, it's going to be tough to carry. You might be apt to leave it at home. I want you to choose something that really doesn't add much to your everyday life, so that you're likely to have it with you. Daytime or night, using that light in their eyes is a good tool. Another good option is the light fits easily into my fist, and now it reinforces my fist like a roll of quarters, if you will. And I can also strike and we'll show you this in a hammer fist fashion, and then the light is the actual striking implement. So in this next segment, we're going to show you how to use a tool as simple as this effectively in a fight.